In the distant reaches of the universe, there was a mysterious temple dedicated to the 7 mortal sins. The temple was said to be the center of all evil in the cosmos, a place where the darkest forces of the universe gathered to pay homage to the sins that had consumed them. The temple was located near a massive black hole, its immense gravity well drawing in anything that ventured too close. The temple's builders had intentionally placed it near the black hole, believing that the gravitational forces would imbue it with an otherworldly power. The temple was a sprawling, labyrinthine structure, with dark, twisting corridors and hidden chambers. Its walls were adorned with images of the 7 sins, each one more terrifying than the last. There was wrath, with its fiery eyes and razor-sharp claws, envy, with its twisted, serpentine form, and gluttony, with its bloated, monstrous shape. But the most fearsome of all was pride, whose towering form loomed over the temple's central chamber. Its golden armor gleamed in the dim light, and its eyes burned with a fierce, unyielding fire. It was said that those who gazed upon the statue of pride were consumed by its arrogance and hubris, forever lost to the sins that it represented. Despite the temple's fearsome reputation, there were those who sought to enter its hallowed halls. Some were drawn by the promise of power and wealth, while others sought to conquer their own demons by facing the sins head-on. One such adventurer was a young woman named Lila, who had spent her entire life seeking the truth about the sins that had consumed her family. Her parents had been lost to the power of envy, and Lila had grown up consumed by a burning desire for vengeance. Determined to confront the sins that had destroyed her family, Lila set out on a perilous journey to the temple near the black hole. She encountered countless dangers along the way, from ferocious space monsters to treacherous asteroid fields. But finally, after months of travel, Lila arrived at the temple's gates. The air around her crackled with dark energy, and she could feel the sins beckoning to her, tempting her with their promises of power and glory. With a deep breath, Lila stepped into the temple's central chamber, where the statue of pride loomed over her. The air was thick with the sin's corrupting influence, and Lila could feel her resolve weakening. But then, a voice spoke to her from deep within the temple's walls. It was a voice that spoke of hope and redemption, of the power of love and forgiveness to conquer even the darkest of sins. Lila listened to the voice, and slowly, her resolve began to strengthen. She realized that the sins were not invincible, that they could be conquered by those who were brave enough to face them. With a fierce determination, Lila set out to defeat the sins once and for all. She battled through the temple's labyrinthine corridors, facing each sin in turn and overcoming its dark influence. In the end, Lila emerged from the temple victorious, having conquered the sins that had once consumed her. She returned to her home world a changed woman, one who had learned the power of hope and love to triumph over even the darkest of evils. And though the temple near the black hole remained, a beacon of darkness in the cosmos, Lila knew that she had the strength to face any challenge that lay ahead.